Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another Madden 17 online ranked match game. Now, we're actually not going to be talking too much about this game as it goes on. It's just going to be something in the background, except for this first play right here, because as you guys can see, this guy audibled into like 3 different formations before he called his play, only to throw an interception. You cannot do that, my man. You can't go absolutely try hard and then put your hands in the cookie jar and throw an INT. That's just, nah, you can't do that. But second down and 2, we're going to give him the ball right back on this bad read to Luke Kuechly. Probably had a bunch of open guys on the field and not threw it right to him. But have no fear, on the very next play, Cam Newton rolling out the pocket, throws another interception. So this game's very sloppy so far. We're going to eventually calm it down. But what I do want to talk about today, finally, is Super Bowl 52. This is a long overdue video, but guys, it really took me this long to process what happened in the Super Bowl, alright? So what we're going to do first is play a little bit of devil's advocate, alright? So, the Atlanta Falcons won Super Bowl 52, right? Just play along right here. The Atlanta Falcons win Super Bowl 52. Matt Ryan in MVP form comes out just dotting up that Patriots defense. A lot of people said, you know, Bill Belichick, Matt Patricia, they would just come out with yet another great game plan to take down the Falcons. But they were not ready for that Kyle Shanahan-led offense. Matt Ryan just finding all the open guys, whether it was Taylor Gabriel crossing up Malcolm Butler into an ankle breaker, Julio Jones with that tremendous sideline catch, one of the greatest catches in Super Bowl history. And even though the Patriots made a little bit of a run, you know, the Falcons got their field goal at the end, made it a 2-possession game, and, you know, pretty much put the Patriots away. And now Matt Ryan will forever be in the discussions as one of the best quarterbacks in the league, since he got a Super Bowl trophy. That automatically puts him in the class with Roethlisberger and, you know, Drew Brees, not exactly Tom Brady, because Brady's Brady, but, you know, puts him in that class from here on out. Devontae Freeman and Telvin Coleman were a great 1-2 punch, running the football all around the field. That Falcons defense that's been overachieving all season got one more big-time game. They just, you know, had to hang on, had to, you know, get pressure on Brady, sending 4 people, and that's exactly what they did. Grady Jarrett had a career game, as that was almost a fumble right there on the fair catch. You know, he just bumped it off his head right there. That was almost a not top 10 play. But yeah, Grady Jarrett got 3 sacks. The pass rush got to Brady. He threw the pick 6 to Robert Alford, and you know, they mainly won that game with their defense. Even though the offense was clicking, the defense is really what won them the game by containing the Patriots long enough to give them that lead, and they just never looked back. Now, that's the way the Falcons fans would wish the game played out. I'm sure they would have loved the game to play out that way, right? And, you know, Deion Jones is looking all good out there. Keanu Neal, all of these boys are balling out right now. Collins, the cornerback, was like Jalen Collins or something like that. I'm sure they would have loved the game to work on that. Austin Hooper's looking like a great young tight end with the touchdown pass. And, that's not the way it worked out. So the way it actually worked out in the Atlanta Falcons' point of view is that they did get a 28-3 lead and a 25-point lead, something that's only been given up, I believe, twice in postseason history, including once in a game literally known as the Circle the Wagons game. You know, now we have Super Bowl 52 forever in glory as the greatest choke job in NFL history. In NFL history. It's not even a discussion. It's the Super Bowl, the biggest game of the year. You're up 28-3. Twice we're in field goal position for Matt Bryan, who is a pretty reliable kicker, has been for years, and that would just put 3 points up, and that's all you really need to do. Kill clock, run the football, and win the game. So what did the Atlanta Falcons do? As, I believe that's Robert Alford with the interception right there. They did not run the football. They only ran it like 8 times ever since they got their 28-3 lead, which is absolutely stupid when you think about it. They were running the football with some decent success. Maybe they were scared that Alex Mack is hurt and all that. He's playing on one leg, but he wasn't even playing that bad. It was just, you know, play calling really lost them the game more than anything else. So now, Kyle Shanahan, instead of just being this really good coordinator, and shout out to San Francisco for the great hire, good luck with Kyle Shanahan, San Francisco. Good luck with the man whose mind will probably, it will easily never be the same. Now that he choked away the Super Bowl, he's going to be second-guessing practically everything he does from here on out. And if he doesn't, then he's going to be a really good head coach. But I don't think he will be living the rest of his life without second-guessing everything after that Super Bowl. So, you know, that's one thing. They did that. I wouldn't put too much blame on Matt Ryan, all right? Because Matt Ryan played a really good game. I feel like he the offensive coordinator and the play calling really put them in a position to lose more than what Matt Ryan did. They could easily just ran the football every single time, and Matt Ryan would have probably been okay with that, and they probably would have had some decent success with that. This is really just a BS touchdown that we give up right here. Like, come on, man. Up 17-0, and then he showboats afterwards. Like, you're down 17 to Goose, man. You got to touch down some fluke-ass play right before halftime. Is there really a need to celebrate? But, yeah, I wouldn't really put too much on Matt Ryan. The two plays that really hurt the Falcons, one of them was the fumble by Matt Ryan, and that's like, you can only put minimal blame on Matt Ryan on that play because Dante Hightower is coming off the edge on the blitz, but that should be picked up by Devontae Freeman. Matt Ryan can't account for Devontae Freeman's probably going to absolutely blow an easy pass protection. That's exactly what happened. He absolutely blew it right there. And, I mean, the one thing you definitely want from the quarterback is ball security in that situation, but hell, if Dante Hightower comes full speed and pops me, I'm probably fumbling the football too. Like, people are probably fumbling the football in that situation. Can't put too much on Matt Ryan, minimal blame right there. The big one for Ryan is the one where they popped him out of field goal range. That sack. That was just, you know, you cannot take that. You absolutely got to throw the football away. I know you want to kill clock and stuff like that, but you got to throw the football away in that situation. More than anything else, run the freaking football, man. Like, how hard is it to run the football, man? Like, I don't know why they wouldn't do it, as we're going to get a touchdown with Mohamed Sanu right there. Now we flip to the other side of football. Oh, yeah, by the way, the other thing that cost the Falcons the game, their offense wasn't really as good as you may think. Matt Ryan played very good, but they were very bad at converting third downs, and they weren't even third down and longs. They were like third down and fours and stuff like that, and, you know, they just wouldn't even get the football off. They would get sacked a lot and stuff like that, and that's definitely something that cost them, and it helped contribute to the large margin in time of possession. The other thing that contributed to the time of possession is the Falcons' defensive play calling, which was very, very conservative. And while it worked for the first 2.5 quarters and all that, once Tom Brady got going, you can see flashbacks of the Super Bowl from 2 years ago, I want to say. The one where Dan Quinn was coaching on the Seahawks. And the reason why I bring that up is because you could see those exact flashbacks of the Falcons sticking to rushing forward players every single down. And eventually what happened was Michael Bennett got tired, that pass rush got tired, Brady got time, Brady was able to dissect the defense, and they never really changed up their game plan too much. And that's pretty much what happened in this Super Bowl. Now, you probably should have thrown an interception on that Julian Edelman play, but you know what, he didn't, and he continued dissecting that defense until he got a touchdown, until they got the 2-point conversion, they got the ball in overtime, and they won the game. So why did the Falcons never change up that game plan? I don't really know. Like, you can't throw Tom Brady the same look every single time, all right? One of the most fascinating, I'm not going to talk about the Patriots too much in this video. I'm going to talk about the Patriots tomorrow, but, one of the most fascinating things about Tom Brady is when he's coming from behind in a game, because you don't see it too often, Tom Brady being blown out. But when they're getting blown out, like, maybe like twice in his career, they haven't been able to put up points right after that, but, like, usually they still come out hellbound trying to win the game. Tom Brady's on fire, and you just got to barely hang on to win the game. And that Tom Brady eventually figured out your defense a little bit. And if you don't make adjustments, once Tom Brady figures it out, it's pretty much game over. He's scoring a touchdown every single time, and that's exactly what happened. Considering it happened to Dan Quinn as a defensive coordinator a couple of years ago, I was baffled that they continued sending 4 every single time. You could tell those guys were tired. You could tell they didn't have the juice to get to the QB by the time when those little white dudes got open on the Patriots. Or James White out the backfield. What a hell of a game that man played. God damn, that dude probably was the MVP if it wasn't Tom Brady. But, yeah, I was just baffled that they never made that adjustment, and, you know, they eventually just got dotted up. So what do the Falcons got next year? I don't really know, man. I felt like even though the Falcons won this Super Bowl, they were a one-hit wonder. No offense to them. I just felt like this was the year. Everything came together. Matt Ryan playing at an MVP level. And the one thing you got to respect about Tom Brady is Matt Ryan had the career year right here. This is what Tom Brady does every single year. What Matt Ryan did this year, right? This is what he does every single year. But back to the Falcons, you know, Matt Ryan does this. Will he play at this level again, especially with Kyle Shanahan gone? I don't really know. They got freaking Steve Sarkisian calling plays. I really don't know how that's going to work out for the Falcons next year. And, you know, their defense, I've been saying it all year. I feel like they've overachieved. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is just young talent coming together. They do have a lot of young talent on that Falcons defense that I really respect, and I think will make them a good team. But in a very, you know, topsy-turvy NFC division where there's usually not the same 3 contenders like the AFC, it's very hard to get back to the Super Bowl, and I don't think that the Falcons are capable of doing it. Some teams like Dallas and Green Bay and Seattle might restock for next season, so you just got to watch out for that. So This is just not good for the Falcons. That was their chance to win it, and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. Play calling on both ends cost them the game, if you ask me. And, it helped contribute to the greatest choke job of all time / the greatest comeback of all time. So, leave a like in the video if you guys enjoyed this game that you guys saw in the background that we ended up winning with the Falcons. We actually won a game with the Falcons, unlike the real life Atlanta Falcons. Subscribe for more Madden 17 gameplays. I'll catch you guys next time. I'll catch you guys tomorrow, where we will recap the Patriots side of what happened in the Super Bowl. This Super Bowl was so crazy. We got to do a 2-part video on breaking down what happened in Super Bowl 52. So I'll catch you guys tomorrow for that one.